I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, shit. I had another tough day, consumed with worry. It's 6:37. Almost my bedtime. Testing. Testing. I think a lot of people are struggling right now. If anyone wants to chat, I'd love to hear from you. Anything at all. Oh. 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 This is a very, very, very until you've been in the throes of deep depression and anxiety, you just don't know what it's like. And I'm not seeking sympathy. I am just seeking a recognition of how painful severe depression and anxiety can be. And I'm sure you've heard it before. Other people have had it. Even famous people. And I'm just trying to make it one day at a time. I've always been unhappy. As a child, it's hard to say, whether you're unhappy or you're just. Mostly I acted out, class clown. Uh, but by the year 2000, a depression emerged. It was lasting a long time. And then in 2001, I went into a whopper of a depression. And it was not only 9/11, it was my marriage breaking up. Then I came out of it. And then between 2001 and present day, that's 22 years, I've had about 5 bouts of recurrence of the severe depression, sometimes with debilitating anxiety. And I came out of a terrible episode I had in 2024 where I had a painful anxiety manifesting in my stomach along with depression. And I got on a new medication. I got out of it, but the anxiety is reemerging. Uh, and it's very sad to think that all I can do to help myself right now is I just don't have the strength. Once you're very depressed and anxious, your coping skills become depleted to some degree, and that makes it worse. You know, if you're okay and you get into a sad mood or a depressed mood, you can often use coping skills to get out of it because your coping skills are still good. Mine don't work very well anymore. And one of the things I can try to do when I finish this broadcast is just to lie down and try to turn it all off. Turn it all off. It'll be there tomorrow. I had another tough day, consumed with worry. It's 6:37. Almost my bedtime. Testing. Testing. I think a lot of people are struggling right now. If anyone wants to chat, I'd love to hear from you. It's not a fear. It's a fear, but predominantly it's a belief that I am close to death, that I am 66 years old, and I am vulnerable to a massive lethal heart attack, a stroke that will either make me unable to function and or die, and then cancer, which could be in me right now waiting to come out. And any treatment I get, I guess I can go with chemo, but I'm not really into fighting for a few extra years. I am just so I could go any moment. Maybe I'll go while I'm on YouTube, just coincidentally. And no one will really give too much of a shit. Some people may care, may feel bad about it for a little while. It's nothing against people. It's the way a lot of things end up turning out. Even some of the famous people, like Jimmy Carter. Did you think of him today? Maybe. But that'll fade. All the many who die and pass on. And this is a very, very, very until you've been in the throes of deep depression and anxiety, you just don't know what it's like. And I'm not seeking sympathy. I am just seeking a recognition of how painful severe depression and anxiety can be. And I'm sure you've heard it before, other people have had it. I had
Even famous people.
I had two moments today where my depression got so bad that for a moment, I'm talking about for
Just try to make it one day.
about 1.5 seconds, I felt desperate. It was a weird feeling. I felt desperate. I did manage to play a game of Stratomatic this morning. It was a 1911 game. As I recall, it was Brooklyn at New York. The Brooklyn Robins. At the New York Giants in Hilltop Park because the Polo Grounds had a terrible fire and will be repaired for this next several months, but they'll come back to the Polo Grounds. And as I recall, the Giants won at 8-7. It was a back and forth seesaw ball game. And that's here too. Oh shit, I turned my TV off again.
A breakthrough in cattle deworming from Zoetis. The only prescription cattle dewormer with 2 active ingredients in 1 dose. Meet Valcor. It's tough on tough worms, easy on you. Get tough at valcortough.com.
Not giving too much of a shit about anything.
I was pretty miserable when I played this game.
You know that? That might work. Stop giving too much of a shit about it. And whatever the consequences are, that will be it. Otherwise, I'm going to go insane from severe depression and anxiety. And it will shorten my life and thereby send me to heaven.
I'm just going to try to cope.
Every one of these people.
I'm going to just try to cope to the best of my ability,
I
folks.
go to the other place. I don't believe actually in heaven or hell. Chad, I'd love to hear from you.
I'm going to go lie in bed and try to turn off my mind, okay? Take care.
Anything at all.